All right, I'm here today with Lori, and Lori has been doing really well inside of our Total Life Fitness program. And today she's going to share a little bit about her experience. So, Lori, just start by telling us a little bit about what you were struggling with prior to joining Total Life Fitness.
Hi, Luke. It's nice to be here today. Thank you. Well, I was struggling primarily just with weight. I thought I was eating really well. I thought I was exercising. I kind of learned that that probably wasn't the case, or at least not to the point I am now. Um, so I wasn't really losing any weight, and I wasn't gaining any, but I certainly was not getting in the right direction. So just felt like I needed something.
Yeah, absolutely. I know when we were first talking, you were struggling a bit, even though you were, doing some things, but, ultimately you decided to join our program. So just curious, why did you ultimately decide to join our Total Life Fitness program?
Sure. So I think it was March of 23. My husband had one of his annual doctor exams, and the results from his lab tests were not stellar. In fact, I mean, they weren't terrible, but they just brought up some concern, and it really was about health and nutrition, just not doing the right things. And I realized that if he was in that boat, I was as well, because we both weigh about the same, we're about the same height, and so what he has, I probably do too. So it was a wake-up call to me that it's just not enough to think you're doing it. I had to do something. So at that point, I started following a diet that a friend of mine was doing, and I think from a nutrition standpoint, it was nice, but it still didn't yield anything. And then I saw a Facebook post from a friend of mine who had some before and after pictures that were just amazing. And so I commented on how great she looked, and she was working with you. And so that was how we got connected. And I thought, maybe I need to invest in myself on this. And I'm not being successful on my own, even though I thought I was doing the right things. And trying to work with somebody else might help me achieve my goals.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've been doing really, really well now. So, tell us a little bit about what have been the biggest specific wins and lessons you've had since joining our program.
Sure. Well, I would say the first eye opener was actually tracking my food. That was a mind it was a game changer for me, really, because I was eating good food. I was just eating way too much of it. And it just really opened my eyes to see the that how much amounts really make the difference. And of course, right choices are great, and some are better than others. And what I learned was I could start making better choices. So, like even putting olive oil in your food, like in your pan, that's 100 calories. And, is there another way to do that that saves those calories? And maybe I shouldn't say it, but drinking on the weekends, that's a lot of calories. I don't want to lose those calories. I'd rather eat them. So like changes like that was amazing to me, and I would have never seen it if I hadn't started tracking that food. So that was the first one for me, was was really the key. The second thing I think was what you and Mark both really presented very strongly to me when we met, and that was to follow the system, to do what you're sending me to do and follow up on the weekends. Don't ghost your coach. And those kind of things are just so important. It's just important to do what's on that list. So eat right. I still struggle with it. I don't get my macros right, but I still am working on it, and I am logging it, even if it's wrong. Even if I know I ate something bad, I better log it, because then I'm responsible for it and it holds me accountable. I try to do my workouts, every day as I'm supposed to, or my stretching and my walking, getting my steps in. I'm not perfect at it, but everything is an improvement, and you see the results. and then, on the Sunday nights, checking in with you and letting you know what I've done great, what I haven't. I think, like you said, celebrating wins is really important. This is a journey, and we can't get down. I mean, days maybe not great, but overall, it's really awesome. So I would say those are the key things. Oh, and I guess the final thing, and this, I love a challenge. So your challenges have really, they uh they get my juices flowing, and I don't like to lose. So those are wonderful for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Always doing well on our challenges. And what was the weight in inches that we talked about that you've lost so far?
Yeah, I've lost 33 pounds just over a year, and 8 inches on my hips and 9 inches on my waist.
Holy cow.
It's Yeah, I'm
So
having to.
how do you notice a difference from like a day-to-day basis with all that?
Well, my clothes don't fit anymore. Everything is baggy, so I'm starting to do a little shopping to get some new stuff, and I can go into my old um, boxes and actually pull out clothes that are like brand new again that fit so great. Comments, compliments, just the way I feel. You know, I feel like I look better. I feel better overall. I have more energy. It's all a plus. It's all a positive,
Awesome.
other
So,
than having to buy new clothes.
but yeah, so many positive things there, and love to hear that. So, now that someone's been listening to you, they're probably like, wow, this sounds really amazing what you've achieved. Why would you recommend our program to someone else?
Well, you and Mark have been wonderful to deal with. You provide really great instruction. Um, Everything is extremely clear to work with. The Trainerize app, the MyFitnessPal apps, they work really well together. If I have any questions whatsoever, I can reach out to both of you, and you answer immediately. I love all of your consistent updates for us. We have the Messenger app. There's always some conversations going on how we can do things better, what's working, what isn't. It's just it's a big community, and I really like that. It's nice to be part of it instead of feeling like you're doing it on your own. And I wasn't doing it well on my own. Maybe some people can really do it well on their own, and then maybe they wouldn't need a program like this, but I would say majority of people need some push and some good direction, which you really provide.
Awesome. Yeah, so happy to hear that, and so great to see you getting the results and making the changes. Really appreciate
Yeah,
you.
it's great. Thank you so much.